A cold, silent night unfolds on a forgotten road in rural Kansas as brothers Ethan and Caleb Foster, seasoned hunters of the supernatural, receive a frantic call. A woman named Claire reports strange happenings in her small town of Hollow Creek. Crying sounds echoing through the night, flickering lights with no explanation, and people disappearing without a trace. The latest victim? Her younger sister, Lila. Ethan, the methodical one, dives into researching local legends, while Caleb, more impulsive, prepares their arsenal: salt, iron, and blessed weapons. When they arrive in Hollow Creek, the brothers immediately notice something is off. The town feels suffocating, as if the very air is charged with negative energy. Speaking with Claire, they learn it all started after a storm toppled an old tree in the town cemetery, revealing an unmarked grave. Locals believe it belongs to Martha Bellamy, a woman accused of witchcraft centuries ago who cursed the village before being burned alive. The brothers investigate the cemetery. Around the disturbed grave, they find carved symbols and remnants of melted candles, evidence of a recent ritual. Caleb, skeptical as always, steps into the area but is violently dragged by invisible hands before Ethan disperses the attack with a ring of salt. Whatever they're dealing with is powerful and awake. As night falls, the strange occurrences escalate. Doors slam shut on their own, shadows dart just out of sight, and faint laughter echoes through the empty streets. Ethan pieces together that the issue isn't just Martha's restless spirit. Someone in the town is actively trying to summon her. While Caleb interrogates locals, Ethan uncovers from ancient texts that Martha wasn't merely a witch but also a grieving mother whose child was unjustly taken and killed by the villagers. Her spirit remains trapped, fueled by her unfinished vengeance. Meeting Claire again, the brothers request access to her family's home, suspecting it holds a connection to Lila's disappearance. While searching, they discover a locked room bound by chains. Breaking in, they're attacked by a dense shadow that separates them. Caleb is thrown against a wall while Ethan disperses the entity with a salt blast. Inside, they find chilling drawings of a woman in black cradling children with hollow, soulless eyes. What started as the ghost of a vengeful witch reveals itself as something far more dangerous. Martha is gathering young souls to recreate her family and grow stronger. The brothers learn they must disrupt her connection to the ritual symbols spread across the town, but the final step requires confronting her at the place of her death, the cemetery. Before they can act, they're ambushed by Claire, who confesses to being the one who awakened Martha. Desperate to protect Lila from an abusive past, she invoked the spirit, unaware of the consequences. Now remorseful, she begs the brothers to help save her sister. Though skeptical, Ethan and Caleb agree. At the cemetery, they prepare for the ritual as Claire distracts Martha's spirit. But nothing goes as planned. The ground cracks open, and a ghostly figure emerges, exuding an aura of bitter cold. Martha's spectral form manipulates the brothers' memories, showing Caleb a vision of their deceased father and Ethan a moment of failure that cost a fellow hunter's life. The illusions nearly break them, but Ethan reminds Caleb of the golden rule: never trust what isn't real. Summoning their resolve, Caleb fires at the center of the sigil anchoring Martha, using a bullet inscribed with sacred runes. Simultaneously, Ethan burns the remains found in her grave. Martha lets out a piercing scream that reverberates through the entire town before vanishing in a burst of energy. Silence blankets Hollow Creek once more. Though grateful to have Lila back, Claire is consumed by guilt for what she unleashed. The brothers drive away, burdened by yet another scar from their endless fight against the supernatural. The story ends with a final shot of the cemetery. Among the ashes, a faint blue flame flickers briefly, hinting that the evil may not be entirely gone.